Welcome back, guys, to DDLC Blue Skies. Sorry for not uploading in the weekend. Um, I was trying to take advantage of it by like making it seem like I was just taking a little break and just upload during the weekdays. But I also got vaccinated, so obviously couldn't really do much other than lay in bed because I was pretty much wasted due to the vaccine. But I'm not good now. I'm gonna see if I can upload throughout the entire weekdays, rather and at least have the weekends off. But anyways, let's get started. We're all done reading. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Yes, somewhat. Actually, Natsuki and I haven't shared yet. Oh. I can already see where this is going. Uh-oh, I can feel a storm coming on. Yuri hesitantly approaches Natsuki, who isn't meeting her eyes. Is she still angry with Yuri? Who knows? I guess we will have to find out. It wouldn't be out of character for her to be. Although, judging by Monika and Sayuri's anxious expressions, I feel like something else is amiss. Yep, I feel it. It's coming. No, I don't think it's coming. I mean, I played this game before. Come on now. So, Natsuki, if I may. How about we do it tomorrow instead? I'm not feeling well. It's my first time. It's my time of the month. I can practically see Monika internally face palming. Natsuki must have forgotten that the club isn't all girls anymore. Her time of the month, if you know, you know. Ah, is that so? I'm sorry, you must feel absolutely terrible if you can't even share your poem today. You don't need to apologize, it's not your fault. I can definitely share them all. Ah. Well, even if you aren't well enough to share your poem, would you like to see mine? I wrote it thinking of our argument the other day. I suppose that I wanted to show you that I'm more open-minded than I may have appeared, as a way of repenting. I know that it's not much, but hopefully this can contribute to a reconciliation between us. Although we may have disagreements, I would like to consider you a friend. And friends forgive each other. I'm sorry if that's presumptuous for me to say. No, it's not presumptuous of you to say that, because I like to consider you as a friend too. Hey. So you can hand over that poem then. With a shy smile, Yuri hands that sheet of paper in her hands over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads the poem, her eyes widen. You're written using rhymes and stuff like me. You could say that you convinced me to practice adding more lyricism to my poetry. Natsuki looks like she's speechless for once. Thanks, Yuri. It's awesome. There is really no need to thank me. Oh, damn. Well, I'm really glad that I got to know you, and I'll definitely have something that will knock your socks off tomorrow. And I'll be looking forward to that. I do hope that you feel better tomorrow as well, so you can share your work with me then. Of course. That was a crisis and half avoided. I'm really glad that Natsuki and Yuri work things out, and it seems that Monika and Sayuri feel the same way. Hey, everyone's smiling again, finally. It's good to see everyone's getting along. Now that we're all done sharing though, I have something to discuss with you all. There's a great opportunity for expanding the club that's coming up. Is this about the festival? You could say that. Do we really have to do something? It's only in a few days, so it's not like we'll be able to come up with anything good. Yes, that's something I'm concerned about as well. with such little time left to prepare, I thought we'd be able to put together anything good enough to attract new members. Yeah, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Nothing more than a few decorations. I can design some pamphlets to hand out at the event, and Sayori made posters to put around the school. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to be to put on a poetry performance. A what? Obviously, I remember that these two are shy as heck. Monica, everyone was going to choose one poem to recite out loud. It doesn't have to be written by you as long as you put your heart into recitation. Although of course, it would be great if you could show off your own work. And the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite their own poems too. Yeah, I put a thing on the poster that says bring your own poems. It's gonna be so cool. Sayori pulls a poster out of her bag and holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? Don't tell me you started putting those posters up already. Eh, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, you didn't even ask before you started advertising. We never agreed to stand up in front of a bunch of random people and perform our poems. I agree with Natsuki. I will never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, yes, let's please calm down and take a moment to think about it. I understand that you two haven't had much experience in sharing your poems out loud. In fact, we all haven't done that much. But I still think we should try our best. Look around. Monica motions to all of us. We're all here because we have a passion for literature and this club. Don't you want to share that passion with other people to inspire them to pursue their inner writer? Yeah. It's all about exploring yourself and trying new things, all while having fun. Monica and I nod our heads in agreement. Natsuki and Yuri on the other hand remain silent. Guess that means it's my turn to say something. I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask. As Monica said, we're all here because we care about the club and want to see it flourish. And if all that means is a 2-minute poetry performance, then I think we can manage. So Sayori and Monica's face light up as I finish speaking. Hey, isn't it like we don't care about the club? It isn't that we don't care about the club. It's just, do we really have to perform? You know how hard it is to get new members. It's because people are just so narrow-minded jerks. They don't even give literature a chance. Who's to say that this festival will be any different? I'm inclined to agree with Natsuki. I'm sorry, Monica, but I know how much you want to do this. I just can't imagine performing in front of a crowd of strangers. Well, unless you and Natsuki have proven that they can agree on something. That's being shy. Monica sighs, her eyes close as she rubs her temples. Look guys, I know you're anxious. I understand that, I really do. To be honest with you, I'm a bit nervous myself. After all, it's my club, so people are going to judge me for most of if our performance doesn't go well. Natsuki, if it makes you feel any better, a few of my friends will be coming along. They're lovely people. They won't judge you for your taste. I've known them for a few years, trust me. Natsuki huffs. Turning away, she doesn't look particularly convinced. And Yuri, I know it's scary. I know it's a scary thought, but I thought of a way more. I thought of a way to ease you into it. Why don't we start by practicing our poems to each other in the club? No way, Monica. It's just too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do in front of strangers? But Monica, there's just got to be something else we can do. Yuri nods vigorously at Natsuki's words, anxiety written all over her face. But guys, no, Sayuri, it's okay. If you guys really think we can do better than a poetry performance, then I'll gladly go along with our alternative. So, any ideas? An awkward silence fills the room. We all glance at each other anxiously before Sayuri finally speaks up. Well, we could... Sayuri stops and thinks to herself for a moment. Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Once again, the room falls silent. Well then, I guess we can't come up with something different after all. Monica left, attempting to ease the tension in the room. I know you guys might not be the most on board with this idea, but I think it's our best option. Please, guys, please. Can you stop pressuring us? I'm honestly surprised Natsuki's putting up such a resistance. I knew she was a little hot-headed, but even still, I'm not pressuring you, Natsuki. Both of them have raised their voice. Yuri looks a little startled, and Sayuri looks anxious to intervene. But guys, please, there's no need to get angry. Can we just discuss this normally? Monica reflects on Sayuri's words, looking a little ashamed of her outburst. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. It's just, this festival was important to me, that's all. Ever since I created this club, I always wanted to show other people. Natsuki, Yuri, I imagine you were both a little apprehensive when Melo joined, right? After all, he was an unfamiliar face. She smiles warmly to me. But look, he's integrating really well. He's made the effort to get to know us and our individual writing styles. She turns to Yuri. And Yuri, remember at the start when he asked you for a book recommendation? Yuri nods, and Monica shoots her a throwing smile. You must have been lonely being able to share a book you're so passionate about with a new person, right? Yes, it was enjoyable discussion with you, Melo. Yeah, likewise. It isn't something I normally read, so without it would have gone by unnoticed. So you guys, maybe we'll find some more people who are just as into horror. Yuri. More like-minded people. Now come on, tell me that isn't an appealing idea. Yes, of course, but really the biggest issue with the actual performance aspect of the festival. Well, like I said, I know it's a scary thought, performing in front of a bunch of strangers. But trust me when I say that I have full faith in you, in all of you. Your poems are amazing, guys. I just know people will love them. It's almost criminal not to show them off. So, what do you guys think? For me? For us? Fine! I still don't think this is a good idea, but fine, I'll do it. Just stop guilt tripping us. You! Thanks, Natsuki. And you, Yuri? Yuri nervously glances at each other, at each of our expectant faces. But Monica, where do people start being inconsiderate and disturb us or laugh? I'm not surprised Yuri is worried about this. Oh, don't worry. If anyone steps out of line, I'll put a swift stop to that. She has a stern glint in her eyes, and I have to repress a shiver. I'm glad that she's with us. Oh boy. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear that she's still worried. She swallows and nods. I suppose I don't have any I don't really have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Okay, I'll do it. Yuri, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. I remember this line. I know you'll do great. Yuri, just trust me. But anyways, let's move back into our main event. Well, we have time. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other. You and Natsuki exchange uneasy glances, but don't say anything. Don't worry. I'll go first. Everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook, searching for a specific poem. Ah, here we are. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Her eyes move across the page and sync with her lips. Every word has a perfect amount of emotion put behind it, making the poem almost come to life. Her inflection is extraordinary. I'm impressed, and judging by a quick glance around me, so is everyone else. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Even Natsuki's once sour attitude is replaced by awe. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Yep. Sayori jumps up from her chair and takes Monica's place at the front of the room. This poem is called how did you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. Oh, I think I'll get it. Sayori nods to herself. Anyways, this poem is called My Meadow. Sayori begins to reciting her poem. It seemed as if her soft voice is a perfect match. As for the poem itself, it has a similar tone when compared to the other ones. It's peaceful yet sombre. At the same time, bittersweet you could call it. Hearing the poem in Sayori's voice almost gives me an entirely new meaning. I think it's what Sayori means when she says she likes my poems. It's like seeing the whole new side of someone you thought you knew completely. Sayori finishes and we all applaud. I did it! Yep, good job. Monica beams as she walks back to her seat. Sayori. I said Monica, bro. So, who would like to go next? Natsuki, Yuri, and I all look each other nervously. I have my mouth, but Yuri beats me to the punch. I'll go. Nice. Thanks for showing initiative, Yuri. Yes. Yuri rushes over to the podium, clutching a sheet of paper in her hands. This poem is called. Yuri freezes as she looks up at us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri begins to recite her poem. Her voice is shaky at first, but the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. It's similar to what happens when she gets absorbed into her books. The shy and apprehensive Yuri I'm used to is replaced by a fierce and confident woman. The poem itself is like amazing in its structure with the twists and turns every line. But Yuri is unfazed and you see it's each word with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. Monica's the first to start applauding. Sheepishly, I follow along as soon as the clubroom is filled with the sound of applause. Yuri ducks her face in embarrassment, a shy smile creeping over her face. Yuri, that was really good. Like I said, you don't have anything to worry about. Thank you for sharing. Thanks. I guess that Yuri is done for the day. So who would like to go next? Natsuki? Why should I go before Mello? It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Mello lower everyone else's standards before I go. Natsuki. Monica hesitates to chastising her, shooting me a sympathizing look. That was kind of rude, don't you think? you should apologize to Mello. Natsuki face turns red as all the girls look at her. I decided to spare Natsuki from the embarrassment. Hey, it's really no big deal. I'll end up going at some point anyway. Might as well do it now. Thing is, I don't have much selection to choose from. I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I take a deep breath. In my head, I repeat myself the advice Monica gave to Yuri. Try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself. Alone. My house is the first thing that comes in mind when I think of being alone. The scene rapidly develops in my head like I'm recalling the recent memory. I'm sitting alone at my desk. The dim light hanging from the ceiling gives me a warmth to the room. In front of me is a poem I had just finished. The ink from my pen is still fresh on the page. I pick up the notebook and begin reciting it out loud. While I'm not the most confident in it, I still try to put my energy into it. I can almost hear my voice echoing off my bedroom walls. As I finish, the sound of applause pulls me out of my daydream. I'm back at the club room, standing at the podium while the other girls politely applaud my performance. That was good, mother. I guess. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I don't think it's your writing abilities, but rather your lack of confidence that weighs you down. That's really something that'll improve over time. Though, so don't worry. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Alright then. I guess it's you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. As she says that, Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Stop looking at me! But you're presenting! You don't have to stare straight into my soul though. She takes a poem to compose herself. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a deep breath. While her voice is unenthusiastic, the poem has a surprising amount of energy on it. The rhymes tie into each other seamlessly, creating a flow that moves the poem along at a brisk pace. The words seem to bounce up and down while the rhythm seemingly making the poem come to life. It's Natsuki's signature style, and it works especially well when read out loud. Hey, my should have brought a water with me. She quickly finishes and huffs as she makes her way back to her seat while we applaud her. That wasn't so bad, was it? She stares at her poem blankly for a second before replying. Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, that's what we're gonna be doing in the festival, so... Do you at least feel confident enough to do it in front of a crowd? I guess, not like there's any other choice. And I guess it'd be easier doing it in front of other people. I can just put on whatever face I want with strangers. I don't care about what they think of me. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. But I still hate the idea that we have to perform. She mutters that last sentence under her breath. The others probably didn't even hear it. I knew Natsuki was stubborn, but this was a whole other level. However, it does look like she's going along with the idea of performing for the festival. Well, at least for now, since she's basically outvoted and can't come up with another idea anyway. Really, that's a surprise. For me, it's the other way around. Having all those people looking at you, judging you. No, I don't like to think about it. I can relate to that. Yuri mumbles quietly. The thought of so many eyes observing you over your every move all at once. She throws off, shaking her head. Well, that's just how it is, so... Natsuki sighs in frustration. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank you all for performing. It might be difficult, but now that we have a general idea of what it will be like, we'll be able to prepare ourselves. make sure you pick out a poem and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I'll need to know so I can make the pamphlets over the weekend. I should probably find a different poem to recite. I know you prefer it if we use our own poetry, but I'm probably going to pick a poem from a poet I like or something. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, Mello. I'm already pleasantly surprised by that you're putting all this effort into the club. Low expectations, huh? More like any effort you put in it makes me happy in general. Monica smiles at me, then turns a smile at everyone else. And that goes for everyone here. Thanks for going along with these last minute plans. Anyways, I think that about does it for today. Let's still try to write poems for tomorrow, okay? I know the festival's coming up, but we've been working out nicely the past few days, and I'd like to continue. Tomorrow we'll finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we have until Monday. It'll be so much fun, I can't wait. We all stand up, packing away at things. However, Monica's voice stops us. Oh, and guys? She pauses, twirling a strand of hair in her hand. This step really does mean something to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. You guys are the best. In typical fashion, Natsuki rolls her eyes. Yuri smiles timidly while Sayori wears a hearty smile. Let's just get it over with. I hope we don't regret this. That's okay, Monica. Nothing to thank us for. We really appreciate what you made for us. I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this. I can do this. I can do this. That's Yuri for ya. Yeah, I love it here. We'll get to spend this. We'll get to spread this cozy little place to other people. Yeah, it's all good, Monica. All right. I stand up and grab my bag. Well, I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monica or Sayuri about the festival. I can pull the little daydream stunt again. I think I'll be alright. It's for the sake of the club. It's a mission impressing the girls. Once I'm fully packed up, I walk over to Sayori. Ready to go? Yep. Jeez, don't you ever get tired of always walking home with Milo, Sayori? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, don't mind her. You guys are more adorable than anything. All right. No need to make such a big deal about it. It must be a little nice though. Yeah, I guess. Ah, jeez. Let's just go already, Sayori. Okay. Oh my god, they were putting me on the spot there. The two of us begin to walk home. A lot of change in the past few days. Lost in thought, I don't even notice how quiet Sayori's been until we're almost back home. There's a lot going on in the club now, huh? I bet you're thinking about all your new vice president duties that you'll have to deal with when the club grows bigger. Yeah. Anything specific on your mind? Not really. Sorry, did you want to talk? I mean, we don't have to if you're thinking about stuff. No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we never mind. It's nothing. You're sounding a little like Yuri right now. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I just have I have a question for you, Mello. What's up? Sayori clears her throat before speaking. I already know this question. I already know what it is. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You kind of put him on the spot here. Well, God, I hate choices like these, but like, okay, honestly speaking, wait, hold on. Okay, honestly speaking, Yes, we are going for Yuri here, but I'm gonna try to be honest here. I would say, uh, I'm trying to be honest here. I'm not lying to myself. I'm being honest with myself. Sayuri, I walk with you, of course. Sayuri pauses for a moment. Eh? She glances at me from the side before turning away. But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, why me? Her reply surprised me, and I'm not sure how to answer or what she wants to hear. I already see you in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Mo. She gives me a pained smile. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So sorry, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, like I said, I've enjoyed catching up with you again. Why would I just change that for another girl? Walking home with you and talking about just anything, it's a great throwback. She doesn't seem as happy as I'd imagine. I mean, both our childhoods were pleasant. Strange. The conversation shows off. It's kind of weird a thing for Sue to care so much about. But I wanted to respect her and keep her happy too. Sarah and I part ways without saying another word. I reached my house and opened the door. I remember this piano track. Like almost a year ago. I'm home. No response. I'm alone, as usual. I mumble that part to myself, talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of a manga or a game. Must be going stir crazy. Manga or game. Let that sink in. Mom is still out on her business trip. She's never home anymore. I miss her, but I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough for providing yourself, let alone a kid. This time alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinner. Digging through my cabinets, I find some old soup cups. Miso soup sounds good. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some water, and place the meal in the microwave. While it cooks, my mind wanders back to my performance earlier. The daydream was so vivid, so realistic. Can I really pull off that performance again? But this time in front of a crowd? It wasn't even that great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. Guess I'm not used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. Oh my god, my throat. Thinking about it, I guess I've kind of been subconsciously isolating myself from people ever since the divorce. Before it even, in some cases. I wonder when I started shunning myself. Maybe that's part of why Sarah and I drifted apart over the past few years. It wasn't intentional or anything. It just happened. At least I don't think it was intentional. But I'm glad that I got to reconnect with her in the literature club. It's giving me something to do, something to look forward to that isn't anime or video games. Talking with the girls that has made me feel more appreciated. It's a nice feeling. Something that's been missing from me ever since the divorce. Maybe that's why Sayuri likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori. The more I think about it, the more concerned for her I get. She says some pretty good stuff, but I guess people just have their days off. Maybe she's just changed a little bit over the years. Pretty normal, right? I like to think that I'll be able to tell if something was up with her. Although, given our recent distance, not so sure. Sure, we started talking again, but there's a lot of lost time. Maybe that'll change and we'll go back to how we used to. Beep. I hope. Oh, well, looks like the miso soup is ready. Man, I mean, it's all coming back to me already just from the 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 question that Yuri, no, that's Yuri asked me. But we're back at it again. Oh god. Oh no, like I'm pretty much gonna feel bad, but like I still gotta see if I can at least get the good ending. I know there's one bad ending, but I wanna do my best to avoid it. There's one bad ending, and I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to remind myself about it. But that's about it for today. That was quite a longer video than usual. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see if we can keep on going like this throughout the entire week. And I gotta drink water because my throat hurts a lot. And again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to really like, subscribe to the channel. And as always, take care. Oh, Dance of Water, you're such a